Whoa. Whoa. It's Mini Figure Illusion reporting from somewhere on Brick Ship Earth. How's everyone doing out there? Baka, 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 baka. Baka, baka, baka. Yeah, here we are, man, on a Saturday night. It's going to be all right. Saturday night, and it's all right. Is it all right with you? It's all right with me. We're here, and let me get the chat open on my my dealio here. See if it comes up. See if it comes right on up. I'm even I can't even get my own channel to come up on my thing here. Let's see. I gotta actually type it in. The algorithm doesn't like me. The algorithm does not like me. But there we are. I found us. So we're gonna finish this up. Oh, dude, I can't get my own channel. We're all here. Look at that, dude. Sandwave 98. Yo, yo, yo. Island Ryland reporting. Carooster from beautiful Oregon. Grateful Ed. Gunler for some brickage, dude. One more Saturday night. Saturday night. It's all right. I was almost like tired, and then I was like, no, dude, like we're almost to the goal, dude. We're under 1,500 viewing hours to get this channel all up and running. The set has so many figures as top stock. Yeah, dude, this is a pretty, if you're the Star Wars guy, this set's pretty much the one. We've been Al and I have fully gotten into the Rebels though. Rebels is pretty good. Even my wife has joined the Rebel fun and is watching. So Owl built the little side build over here. Where are we, dude? Where are we on this build? So we pretty much got the whole thing like kind of dialed in, dude. Owl built the side build the other day with the dewback. He went on a full rant and said this set's lame because it only comes with one dewback. It should have two. It should have two dewbacks so that there's a team, because no animal wants to live by itself. So I thought that was funny. So we're there. We're gonna finish it up tonight. We got number bag 17 and 18 for the win. 17 and 18 for the win. Let me get the book out. I was sitting there and I was thinking, you know what like a real challenge would be for like people who do live builds like we're doing here, would to be live build where you don't use the instruction manual. Like all you get is the picture of the finished product and you have to build it from there. All right. What's happening, Sega One? And don't forget to smash that like button. And I was thinking that would be kind of like a good, another one of those weird sports, non-sports, right? Sports, non-sports. So let me get the ASMR part of this video over with, the ASMR part. That all handled. Why even waste my scissors on that? Oh, look at that, dude. There's some sort of crystal action, dude. Like, crystals, treasures. Like Caruso would be a super gnarly challenge. You don't get to use the instructions. And the reason I was thinking about it was I was like, I couldn't. Owl had taken the instruction manual and hid it somewhere right before I like turned it on. And I was like, well, maybe I could just try to build it without the instruction manual. And I was like, that would be impossible. I mean, I'm sure there's really gnarly Lego people that could, you know. Like, subscribe, support. This is awesome channel. Thanks, Sean Vaughn. I mean, think about it. I bet there is like Lego people that could fully do it. No instruction manual. Just all they get is this picture. That's it. The finished picture. I couldn't do it. Book's getting thin. Here we are. Book's getting thin. There it is, number bag 17. Who do we get? What kind of minifigure action do we get? We get a, oh, looks like a Jawa. Jawa. What's going on, Dan Z? Ah, the whole gang is here tonight. Excellent. Oh, nice, mellow Saturday night. I don't even sense I don't sense any lizard tonight either. I sense a full super chill vibe. So we actually had a really like excellent evening here on the farm, man. We got the, like, it's funny, the dogs really kind of come around. Like, the dogs figured out its groove. So the dog comes in, Maverick. I guess it's not the dog, it's Maverick. So Maverick fully like comes and cruises around with me now when I do my like evening chores or my evening stuff. You know, I kind of got it all set up where I'm irrigating the trees and getting everything all dialed in. So Maverick rolls around with me now and plays. But tonight we got the whole family got together, and we got the goats and the dogs, and we went for our little hike up to the top of the hill. The goats were jumping around and the dog was doing its thing. And then we went and hung out with the chickens. And then I was going to email you, but might as well ask here. You spoke of a dude who had a rad documentary on Stonehenge. Carl Munch, dude. Carl Munch. It's here. Wait, let me dig it up for you right now, dude. I tell everyone to watch the Carl Munch thing, dude. It's one of the best thing I've ever watched, still to this day. Carl Munch. Let's see, dude. Here we go. The Code by Carl Munch, dude. Copy. Share. Copy, and bam, and here it is. Here's The Code by Carl Munch. If anyone who hasn't watched The Code by Carl Munch, I highly recommend it because it's fascinating. It's some fascinating stuff, dude. Some political gamer, you're about to get me to go full lizard, dude. You could get me fully lizarding with Carl Munch. That is highly possible. So but the exact opposite of full lizard is yeah, Maverick's a good dog, dude. It's funny, so tonight, so Owl started soccer today, right? Well, the opposite of full lizard's like full parental human, like on the farm. So out like full like this is the opposite of lizard. So I took Owl to AYSO today, and I signed up to be an assistant referee. that's that's the exact opposite of full lizard. Is I signed up to be a referee for 8-year-old soccer AYSO today, dude. The no balls, no nets guy is gonna ref little kids playing soccer, dude. I was there, right? You know, yeah. But so today was so I signed up out because because we're homeschooling, and the whole thing is like, I got to make sure that he's gets to socialize and meet children and stuff. It's super important, right? Like, and so, we've been doing all the that's why I put him in lifeguard camp this summer. He really liked lifeguard camp and lifeguard camp. And then I took him to Bible camp, 2 different Bible camps. And so I was like, let me sign him up for soccer. And the best is we're a no balls, no nets kind of house. He had no idea what soccer was, right? Like clueless. So we got the email on, I signed him up like 6 weeks ago, a month ago, whatever it was. And so I got the email on Wednesday that was like, all right, we're having like our first workshop or whatever they called it, like the first little like meeting, dude, to get all the kids out there playing together. And they were like, well, you need shin guards, and like the only thing you need to bring is shin guards. But we're out up in the mountains. I was like, dude, I gotta go down. Like, and I looked, and the quickest I could get him sent up here was Monday. So we went it was pretty epic. We went down to Bakersfield and went and got shin guards and the whole thing, and got him some cleats, like little cleats, and his some soccer shorts and the whole thing. And it was funny because like we were getting cleats, dude, right? And he was like, what are these for, dude? No, I haven't gotten the whistle yet, dude. And yeah, right. So you might not be far off the game there, some political gamer. So I got him a little, got his first set of cleats, and he's like, whoa, what are these, dude? And so we got home that day, and I was like, he put on all his stuff, dude, right? His shin guards to show his mom, and his cleats, and he went and ran around on our lawn by the pool back there, dude. And he like did his first like turn where like, the cleats like clicked in, and it was like the light bulb went on in his head. He just started running around like the dog, dude. It was pretty epic. And so anyway, so we woke up this morning, and he was like, I was like, all right, man, we got to leave for soccer in like an hour and a half. And he's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to go, dude? He's like, I don't want to go, dude. I don't want to go. And he like starts crying. I go, why are you crying, dude? Like, what do you mean you don't want to go? He's like, I didn't know it was going to be today, dude. And I'm like, dude, like, yeah, you did. I took you down to town. Like we went shopping for your cleats and stuff, dude, and your shin guards. And of course you knew it was today. And it was like a whole momentary scene. And then he kind of pulled it together, right? And I don't know. He had something else. He had something else on his agenda today. I didn't really get to the bottom of what it was, but he just had something else he wanted to do today. So it's time to go. He's all fired up now. It's time to go. He's carrying, he's got his little box of soccer gear in a shoebox and the whole thing, and it was pretty epic, dude. So we pull up to sign up at the, dude, we've only lived here like 4 months, right? we go to sign in, right? It's our first time ever doing the thing. And the lady signing in looks up and she's like, "Oh, hi, Owl." And I look down at him. I'm like, dude, he already knows these from the river because he hangs his mom. We met like the cool lady who's like got 2 children, and his mom takes him up to the river. So there's like a whole scene at the river. But it was just kind of epic. Like Owl already knows, like, at people who are like, "Hey, what's up, Owl?" Like I was like, "Whoa, dude!" And then so he's getting his cleats on, and the coaches, they're all epic, dude. They're like, "Nice." Like one of the coaches comes by, is like, "Nice cleats, man." And Owl got all stoked, and then he ran out. Then he ran out there, dude, and it was the best because, like, dude, he has never ever seen soccer, played soccer, been told what soccer is. Next thing you know, he's out there with all these like little, boys and girls. And it was comedy. It was like, it was really an entertaining thing. Yeah. Caruso, we're doing, his mom's killing it with integrating us. Like she's fully, she's got well, the hottest was our real estate agent, because it's a small town. Our real estate agent's like a truther, you know what I mean? She's like a freedom fighter truther, dude. So she got what we wanted. So when we moved up here, and we kind of got settled in, my wife called her up and was just like, "Hey, can you hook us up with the homeschooling mom?" And boom, we hooked up with the coolest mom, dude. And her husband's a firefighter for the Forest Service, and they're super cool. They're people just like us, dude. And but the woman that my wife got hooked up with she goes to our church. She's super cool. She introduces us to everybody. She's like the person you would want that knows everybody's been up here forever. And it's like I said, everybody's super nice up here. Like I will say that I was talking about it on the other stream earlier today is someone was asking me if I miss anything from like back in Malibu and stuff. And I go, all I've realized is what I have been missing. Like I didn't know that like there's actually like still places in California where everybody's super nice. Like, and like, "Hey, how's it going?" How like I went to Sega one email me. That's a maybe. We're on the list for one right now. Sega, email me tomorrow, and we'll talk. That is a highly possibility type of thing. But so anyway, my wife's been getting us dialed in, and because I'm like I just dial in slowly. I'm dialing in through the church, and I attend all that we got them all signed up for the Christmas play, right? So like I had to go to the Christmas play meeting the other day, and it was epic. I'm confused. Why is this not? There's one thing there. All right. And so anyway, so we get to we pull up to the soccer thing, right? And it's rad. Like it's like a full super like America, dude, like the American dream type of stuff. Yeah. Al's decoding skills are strong. He got the illusion to referee a soccer game. Yeah, right, dude. So we go up there to thing, and he gets all dialed in, and we're watching the kids play, dude. And like, dude, next thing you know, I'm like, the people right are super nice that are right next to us. And then like, I ended up talking to them and getting to know him and his wife. And it was all super mellow, dude. It was a super mellow day. But so we did that, and we came back, and then I started working on the Lego studio and did all that. But then this evening, it's funny, dude. He was like super pumped. Like it was like already like he came back from the soccer thing pumped. Like, yeah, dude, like, do you see I can kick the ball really well? And like, I'm going to be a super good soccer player. That was like his whole vibe. I'm going to be like I could tell he was into it. Like he's running around, like kicking the ball and chasing things. And, it's like, it's the whole thing, dude. It's funny because as a kid, I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't do any like team sports growing up, and whatever. And so he came back all pumped, and he chilled, and I worked on the Lego studio. And then it gets super nice around here at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, when the sun starts to set. It cools way down, and so Al's all pumped. He got all like, so we went on this. He's like, I'm super stoked. I want to go for a walk with the goats and the whole thing. And so we took the goats and the dog, and me and his mom we all went for a walk, and then we came back and we went out to our front field or pasture, whatever it is. And I was like, I want to get out the soccer ball. And like, so we had the soccer ball going on with me versus him and Maverick. So Maverick was like setting it up and like fully in it. But it was funny watching Maverick because we have one of those, the ball chucker, like that throws the tennis balls. So Maverick's been chasing tennis balls the last like 6 weeks. But all of a sudden we brought out the big soccer ball and kicked it out, and the dog was like, it was like the dog's like, what is this thing, dude? That like, what? I didn't know they made balls this big. So I was playing, so it was me versus Owl and the dog playing soccer. And it was super fun. It was just like, when you have one of those moments in life where like, it's all just kind of perfect for a minute. Like it was all this evening, it was kind of perfect. Like, like you got to catch the lightning in a bottle when you can, dude. Like it was one of those evenings that like everybody was in the groove, dude. Like we're starting to get our momentum up here. It's been a little bit harder than you would think. Like, because for me, I've lived all over the country. Like, I've lived in Montana, Arizona, Oregon, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. I've lived all over the country. So I'm kind of like, I know how to like do it, right? Like, but my wife's never really left like her 30-mile zone, and Owl's only moved in his little local zone. So like, the moving, no balls is, no, Owl's full Legos guy, dude. I gotta sneak my Legos in the middle of the night, dude, or I'm clipped. No, Owl's super Lego, dude. But so it was like this perfect night, but it's like for me, like the move was like, okay, like I'm here, like boom, dude. It's been a bit more of a difficult transition for my wife, and Owl took a little bit. Like he was sort of more bummed than I thought he was going to be at first. And then, we had the dog and the animals and all, just the whole trip. But it seems like we're finally like rounding the corner on the like we're here. You know what I mean? Like, so this evening was super cool because it was kind of like one of those, like, it was like we were in our element this evening. Like we were doing our thing. So that was pretty nice, man. It was a great little evening and dinner, and then we sat down and we all watched Star Wars Rebels for a couple episodes, man. And it's a good, like the Star Wars cartoons I was super skeptical about in the beginning. And yeah, but there's hips, like being hip, sort of a state of mind too. It's all kind of coming together, man. I guess that's ultimately the point I'm getting at. But so where was I? Hold on. What was that piece? So yeah, man, it's well, it's more like the thing of like, I don't really care. Like I don't really care. Like about, like I'm at, like, it's hip to be square, dude. Yeah. Joey Kuafin, what's going on, dude? It's just a difference of like, because I've moved around a bunch in my life to like zero, like moving to a new community where you don't know anybody. It's sort of like a little bit of an art form in a weird way. What I like, it was funny. Like I kind of had to like remind my wife the other day. I was like, you do realize like she's made her way into like into the whole thing. That she's got friends, and she found a Pilates instructor, dude, who's like the main person who hooked her up with, like, she's managed to find all the people, dude. It's pretty interesting. Cause me, I'm totally content minding my own business, dude. But I gotta get, it's that thing where like I sort of get it because I gotta go do things, and like I'm meeting people via the church without even like trying, you know what I mean? Because like that's who I am, sort of, if that makes any sense. So I mean, so is my wife, but what I'm saying is like just by the stuff I do, I sort of have to like, it just sort of works out, I guess is what I'm saying. And I don't know what this is, but I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's hip to be square. But yeah, dude. So it's like it's starting to gel. And it was super cool. The neighbor, I was out watering the garden, and the neighbor came over, dude, like, because she's like, the garden looks like it's really coming along. And we got to talking, and she was like talking about how stoked she is that we have our rooster, and the rooster makes a bunch of noise and how much she likes hearing it. And she's like, she was like apologizing for the dog, and I would go, dude, we like that your dogs don't bother us in the slightest, because they got like super like loud dogs, but like they're minor, dude. They just bark when someone shows up. No one really shows up, so it's not that big of a deal. But they're super, like the neighbors are super nice and friendly, and just a good vibe, dude. But it's kind of taken that sort of it was funny because the neighbor came over and she's like, "Are you the son?" She's like, "Are you the son?" And I go, "No, I just cut my hair." She's like, "Oh wow, dude, I thought you were you were another son." And I'm like, "No, it's just me with the haircut." It's kind of epic. Because I pulled one of those whammies too. Like I showed up at church the other day and they were like, "Hamish, like, whoa, you cut your hair." I'm like, "Yeah." I go, "That long hair was just an anomaly, man." I think that's the longest I've ever grown my hair. Like the longest I've ever grown my hair, man, for sure. And yeah, still keeping. Yeah, I got to be the sun today for a split second. It was kind of epic, dude. And yeah. Hmm. Hmm. So it was a win, dude. But it was interesting. I was talking to the neighbor, right? And the neighbor's like, "Yeah, dude, like," because we were talking about the animals and the things, and she's like, "Yeah, there's been bear." Like, so she's like, "There's been a bear at my there was a bear cub like cruising around for a while, dude, but I guess something happened to its mom." And she's like, "Yeah, there's been mountain lions roam through here." And I'm in strike distance of the ocean for sure. No, it's right around the corner. But I like that kind of gets me pumped. Like, so the cool thing that I've been checking out a lot lately is right at dusk, the bat show is pretty A+. Like the bats are just going bonkers. Like, and they're big ones. They're like, the bats must be that big. Like they're not the little like fruit bats. They're like the next size up bat, which is, it's pretty cool. I just sit out in the back and watch them and just like kind of marvel at them. It's like hard to get like see them. They're moving so quick, you know. But yeah, Al and I get a kick out of watching them. That's for sure. Because you have to really like zero in your eyesight on like kind of anticipating where they're coming from in order to like, pick up their vibe. But yeah, the bats are super healthy. Lot of big some big praying mantises lately. I haven't seen our coach whip snake in a little while, dude. I've been It's funny. I've been getting a little bit worried. I'm like, where's the coach whip, dude? I want to see the coach whip again. Spaghetti cats. They fly so fast, the way they turn so sharp. Yeah. Yeah. If you look at them, if you get the sky, you can fully see their wings. Like there's like moments where it's like they're almost like frozen and you get the bat signal, dude. I get a kick out of bats. I think they're rad, dude. I tend to think they're super cool pollinators, dude. People forget like how important bats are to the whole like food chain, man. Oh wait, what do we got going on here? So the bats have been pretty A plus, and I'm fully pumped to like see some. If you're through something in the air, they'll chase it to the ground. No fox sightings yet. We were talking about it the other day. There's something that's like dug a big burrow in the chicken coop. It's not like I don't think it's like a badger or anything. I don't know if we even have those anywhere. I'd love the foxes are rad too, dude. There's definitely lots of coyotes out there though. Someone was like, you got to get coyote rollers on your fences, dude. I'm like, coyote rollers, dude. Coyote rollers. And I'm like, so I went down the bunny hole of coyote rollers for a little bit, dude. Yeah, man, people are making a killing on coyote rollers, dude. I mean, basically, it's just a metal tube with like things to like hold them up on top of your fence. They're going for like 200, like, let's see what it was. It's like $10 a foot, man, is what it comes out to. I was like, the coyote roller hustle, man. Protect the goats, man. Protect the goats, yo. But I feel that the goats are in a pretty like secure little setup, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe I got to double their. Maybe I got to like actually like put a door in and close them in at night. I mean, they're in like a whole enclosure, dude. That's pretty. I feel pretty secure. But man, the other night I was sitting there and the yotes were going crazy, dude, and you could hear them like lots of different like groups of them like all over the mountains. It was pretty epic. I was like, oh, this sounds like they're warning for an earthquake, dude. If you throw a ball in the other bat, sonar will sonar and chase it to the ground. It's pretty cool. Really, if I throw a ball in the air, the bat will sonar track it down. I will try that. They don't get all hurt by it, do they? I don't want to bum the bat out, dude. Nah, I never heard of that dude's channel. But yeah, it's getting that out. It's getting that. When I was a little kid, me and my friends would shoot a BB in the air like one pump, and the bats would chase it. Really? I was like, fetch. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I'll give that a try tomorrow night. That sounds kind of fun. And do the bats like come down on the ground for a second where you see them for a minute? One time a bat swooped down my friend and he smacked it with his skateboard and it died. Yeah. Fear will get you, dude. So political gamer, you're the one who set me up with Archaics, right? I'm pretty sure it was you. I listened to one from like 6 or 7 days ago last night. It was so good. He went into his whole story and the whole thing, dude. Like that dude's like kind of gnarly, dude. For any of you don't know, I'm talking about, there's this someone on the stream here. I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, it's like, you got to check out this channel, Archaics. And it's this dude who talks about like the reality we're experiencing is simulation, right? Grateful Ed, dude, how gnarly is that dude, right? Basically talks, he kind of has the proof that this is all a simulation, and he data references with like all sorts of old books and stuff. Yeah, I was super bummed about that, dude. But it wasn't you, political gamer. Who was? I forgot who it was. But anyway, so this channel's pretty good, dude. The dude puts up some pretty interesting information, and he's got this logic about him. What was epic was the other day he went on a whole. Yeah, dude, it was gnarly, dude. Yeah, dude. But what was trippy, so I was watching the one the other day, and he was like, he had a whole thing about like apparently his channel's flooded with dudes that are like, there's no nukes, dude. And so this dude, it was pretty epic. This dude went into a whole thing. He's like, look, I was in prison for like 23 years or something, dude. Like, I didn't even like, whatever, dude. Like, I haven't even I've been researching all this other stuff. I haven't researched any modern stuff. He's like, I'll look into it, but people got to stop like getting all uptight with me about the no nukes thing. And I was sitting there and I was kind of chuckling. I was like, dude, it's people are pretty serious about there aren't any nuclear weapons, dude. I'm like, dude, right on, man. That's epic. To the point where, dude, Archaics had to be like, look, I'm gonna look into it, dude. I'll get back to you on it, dude. I got it. I got a big there was someone in the Lego stream, but it's called Archaics, dude. Here, wait, I'll put it up there. It's pretty interesting, dude. It's funny, my buddy Jordan, who I did the Archaics. He doesn't like it because this is the dude. Yeah, this is the dude. Dude, but he's pretty gnarly, dude. I gotta say, man, it's let's see, here's the link. The dude goes for it, man. Here's the link to that dude's channel. I don't know, man. It's just like one of those things. Like, the dude brings up a lot of interesting stuff where you're like, take it or leave it, right? Like, the more information you have, the better off you are, as far as I'm concerned. Like, so this dude brings up a lot of like, things to challenge the old noodle, make the old noodle like. But the one thing this dude was talking about the other day, which I thought was super. Yeah, I know what you mean, Gunler. Like, yeah, the quick ending thing is over, dude. Like, yeah, you're no more wishing for mushroom clouds on a bad day, right? Like, if only, dude, they would just end this thing tomorrow, dude. But so I was this dude brought up something I thought was super interesting, dude. And I'll see if I can do it justice, because I thought it was a pretty valid point. That was, and he was basically getting into this. He was talking about like the simulation. I forget what they call it, the simulac or whatever it is. What's going on, Kimmy? Oh, you get your calendar out, dude. Yeah, it's his calendar stuff. Yeah, archaics is gnarly. So he was going on about this thing of the simulation theory, how the simulation like fully gets used, like counts on you, like, and I'm paraphrasing what this dude's saying, counts on you doing the same thing over and over again. And if you change up your pattern, the simulation sort of freaks out and doesn't know what to do with you. And the more you keep breaking the pattern, like the freer you get, to the point where it like almost leaves you alone, like, and you don't have to like get trapped in it, and you can be like truly fearless in that energy. It was like, I'm not describing it right, but it, like, I guess I can say it personally. Like, I'm one of those people that kind of like not afraid to change my like rhythm, all like my lifestyle and rhythm all of a sudden. Like, I noticed like how abruptly like we left Southern California, like boom, boom. We were in it. We were out in like 28 days, right? All of a sudden, like things happened and we were out. I've noticed that like a lot of the old paradigms have like failed. Like they don't have any like traction anymore. I was sort of talking about it today earlier on the stream, like because I shifted the thing, like it doesn't know how to respond to me anymore. Like the dream or the simulation or whatever you want to call it, dude. Right? Because it was dependent upon me kind of being in a sort of like continual rhythm, right? Like, and I can fall back into that pretty quick. You know, it's easy to do, right? Like, but I've been tripping out like lately on like that sort of a vibe of like the energy field not only has changed how I exist, like on like just a like reality level, but also like on an internal level of my perception of my interaction with the reality that we're inhabiting has radically shifted to. Like to the point where I'm sort of a little bit, I've been noticing I'm sort of a little bit caught flat-footed by it. Like I wasn't expecting it, dude. Got the email, Sega. That's the point. The simulation's based upon you. It only has so much ability. It's basically, the thing is like it only has so much. Like it's again, it's on this thing of like it's dependent upon you being compliant with it, right? Like it's dependent upon you doing the same thing over and over every day, day in, day out. It's compliant on you eating the same food and going to the same market and doing the same thing, but you can literally just go out of your driveway and go left instead of right. If you go right every single day out of your driveway, and one day you just drive out on a Monday and take a left and see where that takes you, you'll meet all sorts of new people, see all sorts of new stuff. And that itself is a whole bunch of information that the simulation has to start creating new information for you, or more data, or whatever. It has to start creating a new experience for you just because you took a left instead of a right, dude, if that makes any sense. Like I can totally so I've been tripping out on that, right? So like I've noticed that like on a certain level, I guess what it is it's like because you broke out of the model that the simulation had created you to exist in, and you took a left instead of a right all of a sudden, it's sort of scrambling to keep up with you, right? And so there's all sorts of blank spaces in the simulation because it's playing catch up, dude. I'm not saying anything, dude. God's God, dude. It's got nothing to do with God. See, that's the thing is like that like our like reality experience doesn't have like God's like that's us in our fallen state, like trying to perceive the cave the cave walls. Like we're stuck in the cave trying to interpret shadows, dude. So how do you get so you could literally get out of the cave and just be in another room in the like a different room in the cave. Sorry, like I let the power thing flipped on. Maybe. Yeah. Well, God made everything. I don't know, dude. I don't think it's like necessary to like again, I don't think that you have to like God is such a big all-encompassing reality. I think you can talk about your experience here in this like five sense, three dimensions without having to get all into like about God. Like I think in a weird way, like that's a cop out. Like I think that a lot of people just do that instead of like looking deeper into what may or may not be going on in our reality. It's just like, well, God, and boom, and I think that's what the discernment's all about. Is like it's giving you an opportunity to look deeper into what is between you and God, right? So if you just are like if I look at a bumblebee, right? So I noticed there's these giant carpenter bees that come into my garden at a certain time in the morning, like the big giant black carpenter bees. Oh, they're beautiful, man. They're huge. They're like this big. They're giant, big black carpenter bees, right? Now, if I look at that big black carpenter bee and I'm just like, well, God created everything, and I just move past it, I don't get to truly experience what it is that God gave me to experience, right? Like I can sit there with childlike enthusiasm and look at that carpenter bee, knowing that of course God created this fantastic reality, but because I don't need to like I know that, like I don't need to look at that and discount the wonderment of what the carpenter bee is all doing. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't have to like use God to short circuit like my wonderment of it all. And I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people just are like, oh well, it's God, and like move on and don't actually look into what God put in front of you. Of course, it's all created by God. But what if part of like the thing is God's giving us all this information to go, dude, can you like trip out on the experience I'm actually like that you're having for me down there? Do I believe in Darwinian evolution? When you look into Charles Darwin, dude, no, not at all, dude. So that's a hustle, dude. Charles Darwin's a sketchy character, man. The evolution thing's stupid, dude. Well, you know what? We got tons of wasps around here, dude, and we have a pretty copacetic relationship. Like I don't let them nest in our thing, but you know, they come and drink off the pool. Yeah, Charles Darwin was a full. But then, but like that's the thing is like he's like you know, he's a eugenicist. Like he's like the dude who's like gave the here. This is your like cover story for the eugenics program, dude. Like, and then you look into where he came from, like who funded him, and the whole thing is like, no, I'm not. No, dude, Book of Uma, what's going on? Oh, you made it over here, dude. Ah, boom, dude. And all right, here we're back. So like, no, the whole evolution thing seems a little wonky to me. I don't think there's any proof of it on that level. I got stung by a honeybee last Sunday. My foot wasn't fun. Comes with the country. Dude, I got bit by, we have those big red ants, dude. I got bit. I picked up a piece of wood. I was working on the bunkhouse. I picked up a piece of the old fencing to move it. And I didn't, I look, you know, I fully, like I was busy like killing the black widow that was in the pile, but I didn't check it for ants. So I picked it up and like one of those red ants got like in my pants and like bit me like 3 times. It was, the guy like was so gnarly, dude. They really hurt. Yeah, like country living, dude, man. No, evolution can't explain everything. Like, so, okay, so this is trippy, right? So I'm reading, Al and I are reading like a book about the solar system, right? You know, like a version for like a young person, right? So we're reading this book about the solar system and like how they're like they literally like about like round earth, flat earth, the center of the thing. And you forget about Ptolemy, right? That for 1400 years, dude, that human beings thought that the earth was the center of the universe, right? And that, you know, prior to that, Aristotle was like, dude, the earth like was like the dude is like the earth's round. It was just so fascinating because you're reading this book and like it, like how they're explaining it makes it seem stupid, if that makes any sense. Oh, right on, Uma. Thank you, dude. Oh, dude, that's good news, Sega. I like that. Dude. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the wasps. They've been super mellow. As long as they don't nest in our, like there's no wasp, they're not coming out of our house or the attic. Like I'm totally cool with them. It's funny, dude. I trip on, remember the dude I was tick bite, dude. Ticks are pretty easy to keep track of, dude. You just gotta like check yourself. You've been walking around in the brush. You can feel them walking around on you too, dude. If you're tuned into your body. But what was I going on about? Oh, so you know the other day, like, well, I'll swing back to Darwin and all that stuff in a second. So I've been tripping on the Black Widow thing, right? So not like, but whatever. But I think about the dude who got on my case about the squirrels. Like, don't hurt the squirrels and don't relocate the squirrels. They could have baby squirrels and just move the squirrels and the whole thing. And like, Like I'm out there in the middle of the night and it's like warfare against the black widows, right? And like they're gnarly, dude. They're like everywhere, dude. And they just set up shop like super quick, and they're gnarly, dude. They're everywhere, dude. And but it's funny because like I've been like I'm a little bit arachnophobic, but not anymore, dude, because I live up here, right? And so I've been, you know, one of the things I read up on the Black Widows was to encourage other spiders to take their place, right? Which for a dude who's not down with spiders is a gnarly like leap, right? So I also read up on Black Widows and realized that like on a certain level, they're pretty mellow. Like they will only bite you if you mess with them. In fact, they're super like retreating and don't want anything. They're like pretty like mellow on like a certain level. You know, they're just Black Widows, dude. So it's like they're out. So I've been reading. So, I'll have this thing where I'll be thinking about the squirrel dude who's like, don't hurt the squirrels, and I'll be like, but what about the Black Widows, dude? Like, I'm gonna gas this Black Widow right here, dude, and I'm not gonna relocate it, and it's out, and I'm gonna off its like little nest and the whole thing. Yeah, no, dude, I've looked into their bites and the whole thing. Like, I've gone down the. But it's just funny. I guess what I'm getting at is spaghetti cats is where I trip, and this sort of is like the Darwin aspect that we were asking me about too, in like a weird, funky kind of way. Is people all day long will get all like defensive about the fluffy creatures, right? But the scary, sketchy ones, they're out. Like it's like me with the wasps. The wasps do not bother me. Like we swim in the pool and they're like right there, dude. Like they don't bite us. They don't do anything. They just kind of go about their business. They're no different than the dragonflies on a certain level. Like we got these orange dragonflies that come and hang out by the pool. They're beautiful dragonflies. And neither of them are bothering me. Like they're not doing anything aggressive. They're literally just kind of doing their thing. And I just think it's funny, like how people like again, like Sega once, like was it you who was like, you know, the wasps will eat the caterpillars and the whole things. And the craziest thing just happened. My neighbor's house exploded and caught fire. I think everyone made it. Wow, dude. That's pretty wild, dude. I wish we should zoom you in for some live footage, dude. It's wacky times, dude. It is some wacky times. So, but like thinking about like if you get into like the shenanigans that's Darwin's evolution. Watch the YouTube video of the guy getting purposely bitten by the Black Widow. No thanks, dude. Like, no way. No way. Couldn't do it. I've sort of had the realization the other day that eventually, like, I ain't watching it, chat. Sorry. I can't, like, I'm not that, it's like, I'm not in, like, spiders freak me out, dude. I'm learning to, like, live with them. But I did have the realization that eventually, like, odds are I'm probably going to get bit by one, just because there seem to be like everywhere. Even though I'm pretty like aware, like I went out, like I took the dog out like a couple nights ago, and I felt like a spider web on my like leg, and I looked down and there was a black widow like crawling back up under something, and it had just set up shop since like an hour before like dark. And I was like, whoa, dude, I almost like I stopped going, and like I was pretty casual about the chickens, where I'd go out there and I'd make sure their little chicken coop was like the door was locked, like in the middle of the night and stuff. And I wouldn't even like use a flashlight. I just walk out there like, whatever, dude. And then one night I did it with the flashlight, and I was so horrified, dude. I was like, dude, there was some Black Widow action going on about where I've been walking. Like at any moment, I could have literally like walked right through a web and gotten like bitten. But they seem to be pretty much on the retreat instantly. Like I've noticed, like if you tap their thing, they boogie, dude. They're quick, dude. The brown recluse thing, dude. Yeah, they're all freaky, dude. Like I said. But once you realize that there's no like, I don't know, dude. I kind of had the realization like not that long ago that like how far out do you, I'm more just into trying to encourage other spiders to live here and grow plants. Like you can grow like all sorts of plants. Like they don't like rosemary and say like there's a whole list of plants you can grow around your house they don't like. So like that's kind of where like the hippie of me rolls. Like it's funny, if the squirrel dude had told me not to hurt the squirrels and like, you know, don't hurt the black widows either, I probably would have been a little less kind of condescending about it. But that's where my trip is like, dude, you can tell me, if you're going to tell me to save the squirrels, you better tell me to save the black widow too, dude. And I'll tell you, dude, I ain't saving either of them, dude. They're out because they're like varmints. They're predators. They're things that cause danger to my reality, dude. You got Gunler, you got widow soy. You got a little bit of widow soy. I get it, dude. I there's a balance to it all, dude. There's a balance to it all, man. Like yeah, Superman, you really have to force them to bite you. Yeah, I know what you're saying, dude. Like I'm sort of, they just look scary, dude. They just got a bad rap, man. I don't know, dude. They like, I do watch them. They seem to like be like, uh-oh, but they're big, dude. There's some big ones. Oh, dude. Whoa. There's some big ones, dude. I've encountered some big ones, dude. I'm into that, dude. So I'm gonna kill the rats though, or my cat will. Dude, the gnarliest was, I remember when I used to go down to Costa Rica a bunch, dude, and stay at my godfather's place. I would the spiders in the jungle were so big, it used to freak me out, like giant spiders. Like, and I remember like one of my first times there, like I went into like the jungle, like just out back of the where we were staying, because he had this like mountain jungle thing that he had going on, right? And I remember I went out there and I ran into like this, like I kind of walked in a little bit and I ran into this giant spider in this web. And I was like, ah! And I turned around and I was literally like in a maze of them, dude. Like I had to I was like, how did I get in here without bumping into any of these things. But then I saw the first one and I was like, well, how do I get out? It was like one of those like bad dreams, dude. It freaked me out, dude. And then that's when my godfather's like, oh, you got to walk with a spider stick, dude. You got to have a spider stick when you're out in the jungle, dude. And I was like, I'm good, dude. He's like, no, it's all good. Just carry a spider stick with you and just, they'll move. And I'm like, dude, I do remember it was super cool seeing all the different like poison tree frogs, dude. Those things were bitching, man. I like the sloths too. Those were cool. Yeah, I hunted squirrels too. I regret it, honestly. Wouldn't do it now unless for survival because they're tasty tree rats. Yeah, I don't like try to hurt them. I just relocate them, dude. I'm an avid squirrel relocator. But what I'm getting at is just like, it's just funny how like, we're going to lose power here pretty soon, dude. Well, if the stream drops, it's just because the power went out. And I'll probably wrap it up. I'll finish this bag up and we'll probably get out of here on time. I was going to try to finish the whole set tonight, but doesn't seem like it's going to happen, man. We've been slow going. So back to Darwin, dude. That dude. Mosquitoes are the most dangerous critter on the planet, dude. People don't realize that it's the mosquitoes that's the bad one, dude. The most deadly creature on the planet is the mosquito, dude. The Secunda, dude. Looks like I'm building some sort of like roof here. Yeah. Watch out for them skeeters, man. They'll jack you up. What's funny that like if you get into the bugs and Plum Island and all the use of bugs as weapons, man, like that's the thing. Like Lyme's disease is just weaponized syphilis, man. Darwin's beyond flawed, man. Darwin was a full huckster, dude. That dude was some A+ scamming, man, to the core. Scamming, man. But he came from that whole like that's what he was doing, dude. The beagle, dude. Dude, like the one bird's on the lower part of the tree versus the one, like, I think he even gives it away in the title of his book, though. If you really pay attention to the title of Darwin's book, I'm pretty sure he gives away the clue. So back to the simulation theory, right? Anna. Yeah. You know what? I forgot I got a cord right here. Here you go. Except it makes it. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I forgot I got a cord right here. There we go. Boom. See, look, Anna. There it was. God answered your question, dude. That's the power of God right there. Like I was like, oh, let me see, dude. And sure enough, there we are. So back to the simulation theory, right? So this is a thing that I used to trip out 20 years ago. In college, I would trip out about this. Was was archaeology, right? And fossil hunters. So I remember sitting in like some college course at, you know, paleontology, right? Paleontology, that's the when they look for the fossils, right? Paleontology. And I somehow like missed a whole like page here. Wait, hold on. I didn't decorate, dude. Wait, hold on, dude. I forgot to like decorate everything. So busy talking to you guys, I forgot to decorate. So I remember listening to this lecture, and it was, about, whatever. And again, came from the same place that Darwin came out, was the English School of Science, whatever it is, to the London School of Science, or whatever the one where it all comes from, right? And it was just like, it was all about how like this, dude went out into the Gobi Desert in like the 1800s, or basically. And he went and he found like a dinosaur bone, right? And I remember like sitting there in college at the time, being like, let me get this straight. So dude travels across the world to the Gobi Desert with like a full, like, and you know how they used to do those expeditions with like, a full expedition, goes across the world out into the Gobi Desert. This is before they have any technology to say what's under the soil or any like that. And he's like, I'm going out into this desert because I'm going to look for a dinosaur bone. When you really get to the thing about like the first dudes who were the paleontologists and what they were up to, dude, you can look at it in two ways. You can go, those dudes were creating reality, because there's no other way to explain that some dude's like, I'm going out into the middle of the Gobi. Go look on a map where the Gobi Desert is, dude, in China. Do you believe in dinos? No. They're stupid. And I'll tell you why I don't believe in dinos. And it's not for the truth or narrative BS of it all. That's not why I don't believe in the dinos. I don't believe in the dinos because people started bringing it up. And I was like, I don't know. That's one seems like a stretch to me, right? And then I remember I got Owl a dinosaur book, right? Like a full, because he's into dinosaurs, whatever, I don't care. And I got him a dinosaur book, right? And I'm looking at, and was like one of those ones that's sort of like an encyclopedia of it. It's just got every dinosaur in it and all the variations of the thing. And I'm looking through the book, right? And it dawns on me that, like, how do they know what color they are? And they're like, in this book, they're not going, the color's subjective, dude. They're like, these things are this color. And I'm like, how would you know what color they are? And how would you know certain aspects of like their skin and this and that? And when you really dig into the dinosaur thing, just a little bit, dude, it seems pretty made up to me. Now, do you want me to say that there weren't big giant lizards and stuff once upon a time? No, I'm not that out to lunch about it. But I don't. You see who planted those bones? His intent planted those bones. They came from his consciousness. That's ultimately what I was getting at. Was I got distracted. Was was when you really realized that reality is based upon your participation and that you have the ability. So this is a thought I had when I was like 22 in college. I was like, so let me get this straight. This dude goes out in the desert. He wants there to be dinosaur bones out in the middle of the Gobi Desert. Not North Africa, not the big one in North Africa, you know, the Gobi, the most remote desert like on the planet at the time, right? There's going to be dinosaur bones out there. And my basic trip was, and this came from a stoner's perspective, is like at the time, he straight up manifested the bones out there. It was like, oh, okay, like I'm going out here and we're going to dig here and there's going to be a bunch of bones out there. Like it's no different than the dudes who were like, do you get like the miners, dude? And like you're not the dinosaur thing's like stupid because they're like when you dig into like who these people are, when you dig into the Smithsonian Institute, right? When you dig into who funds dinosaur research, when you dig into who National Geographic is, when you dig into who these people are that funded Charles Darwin, when you really start digging into these people, dude, they're scumbags and they're liars and they have an agenda. And you like most like you so you can't have you don't get to claim dinosaurs and deny the Nephilims, dude, right? Like there's more proof of the Nephilims than there are of the dinosaurs, you know, but that's you're crazy, dude. You know, so I'm one of those, like I have a healthy skepticism about it all because at this point, what is I gotta look this up really quick, dude. It's making me crazy. Wait, hold on. Anglo 1800s science school academy. It's the 1800s Academy of Science, and it's at the Academy. The Royal Society. That's what it's called. The Royal Society, dude. The Royal Society. That's it. Oh, the Royal Society and the Rockefeller University. Like go dig when you go dig into like any of these things. The Royal Society, National Geographic, the Smithsonian Institute. When you go dig in, now we've gone full lizard, dude. I went full lizard, dude. I've gone full lizard. Yes. Well, again is my point being about the thing is I don't really care whether there were dinosaurs or not. Like that doesn't really like it's sort of like the flat earth thing. Like whatever, dude. You know, because I already know that they're lying about everything else, dude. So if they're telling the truth, if they're not, it doesn't really matter because they're lying about stuff that's literally in my food right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can sit here and debate about the dinosaurs they're real, they're not real, they're real, they're not real. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because the same people that are funding dinosaur research and the Smithsonian and all the scientific community and all that stuff are the same people that are sitting back spraying glyphosate all over the planet, dude, on our food stuffs. They're the same people that are putting barium and aluminum into our upper atmosphere. They're the same people that are allowing all these toxins, Corexit, to be spread over the Gulf of Mexico, dude, right? They're the same people, dude. So the dinosaur flat earth thing, yeah, it's important, like on a certain fundamental level, but on another level, dude, who cares? Because the same people that are funding that are the ones that are actively lying to everybody right now, trying to get you to eat mealworms instead of steaks, dude, because cows are killing the planet, but electric vehicles are good, dude. Like, you get where I'm at with it. It's like the dinosaur thing, real, not real. I don't care that much, because at the end of the day, dude, that's not what's gonna like get me. It's going to be the fact that like my life was shortened because my food supply has been poisoned by these scumbags, dude. And if we're gonna talk about like what's more important to uncover, I would argue it's the Nephilim, which there's proof all over the planet, and the fact that the Smithsonian Institute is actively removing and destroying those bones is the real question. So those are the bones that I'm more concerned with, because there's no shortage of proof of the bones of the Nephilims, dude. You know what I mean? So dinosaurs, whatever, dude. The Smithsonian destroys all sorts of crazy stuff, dude. Really, when you really start to dig into what the Smithsonian's about, it's not a scientific agency to like promote science. It's a scientific agency to hide science, dude. Like, I don't think people truly understand that, like, we're actively being denied access to our information that is our birthright. You know, like our birthright is this information. Like that's where I trip out on people. Like, we're not asking the right questions about a lot of things in a weird way, you know? I didn't put something on here properly. Wait, that goes there. Where does this thing go? I got this wheel right here that didn't, gotta go somewhere. Hold on. All right, let me see. All right, and I had to backtrack here. I didn't. This is not an extra part. This I didn't put on somewhere because I was busy talking, going full. No, it's more that we just haven't been able to do our groove lately because we don't have the Lego studio built is really what that comes down to. It's like, that's why I posted to him with this video the other day. Normally we would be, I'll tell you what, for those who were there will know what I'm talking about. When we first moved up here, we were going to do our very first video of us building together, and he kind of lost his mind but we haven't tried again. So, and he's a little bit different about the camera at this stage of the game. Like he's 7 now, and he definitely has his own vibe about it. Like where he's like, nah, I don't think so. It's cool. I'm not like. It's funny. He's definitely Owl's definitely a little bit more aware. Like sometimes he'll be like, let's film stuff, dude. So I respect that. Like I think I asked him on recently, I go, do you want to build something like live? And he was like, no. And then he got this other thing and he was like, can we build it on the live stream? And it was just didn't work out, dude. You don't need to wait for the studio, but you see, it's he's asleep right now. It's kind of my time right now, dude. And it sort of is. Like I said, he's a little bit yeah, he's more self-conscious, but it's also the thing of it's sort of it's with the way the signal works around here, it doesn't work that well in the middle of the day. We found out it seems to work a lot better. Where does this go in? This clicks in so that it extends. This goes back here. Some sort of like it clicks in. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. Oh, it's like that. I see. It's like that, yo. So that's more where it's at right now. Juice up the laptop. We're all down for an extra hour of Lizard, dude. Yeah, Al's built certain parts of this. Yeah, he did different backs. Now he's got his own things going on, dude. Like he did his own. Yeah, it's me time, dude. Yeah, Kimmy gets that. It's already 12:14. We're going to we're gonna do bag. I don't have a whole nother bag 18 in me right now. That all that lizarding spun me out, dude. The lizarding spun me out. Juice up the laptop. No, we're juiced. I'm not juiced. I've had a long day, dude. I had to go to soccer today, dude. I've been on the move. I was sanding drywall all day too. I'm pretty shot, dude. So yeah, that's what's up. We'll be back. I think we'll be back tomorrow night. No, we're definitely going to get the bird back in the action on it, but it's more of a this office just got cleaned. It's just starting to get cleaned up, dude. And the reason is like he doesn't like to do it. There's a whole bunch of things. He's got his own agenda, dude. He really does, dude. And then I don't get to build. See, if it's me and Owl, like I don't get to build unless I have like two sets. That's why I went like the last time me and Al, I think, did like a live build together. We did that dual package Speed Champions thing. But I do have a double pack of the Speed Champions in that I got specifically for that. Maybe we'll do that, dude. Grateful Ed, you're out. Okay, good night. I'm out too. Don't forget, everybody smash the like button. There's a playlist down below, dude. The Lizard Den. I like that gun, the Lizard Den. Yeah, Minigram's solid. Minigram's killing it. It actually, she's about to get her driver's license, man. Kid be driving, dude. Driving. Got my foot on the accelerator. Driving. Who sang that song? Got my foot on the accelerator. Drive. Pearl Harbor and the Explosions. Is that Pearl Harbor and the Explosions? Who sings driving, dude? That's the final thing on the way out there. Who sings driving? No, dude. Madness driving in my car, dude. Madness, dude. Got my lyrics with driving. Now I'm on the hunt driving. Pearl Harbor and the explosions. I nailed it, dude. Pearl Harbor and the explosions, dude. What year was that? 1979, dude. Driving. Here, you want to hear the whole, there you go. Go listen to that. It's a good song, dude. Got my foot on the accelerator driving. Anyway, have a nice night, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, links down below, all that good stuff. If you want to send us some Lego sets, dude, we're fired up. Someone did send me a rad Lego set the other day, dude. I'm about to showcase it as soon as we got our next building project. And I will say that it ties into what we've been talking about tonight, dude. Hint, hint. And Carl Munch, dude. Carl Munch, dude. Lego channel going Carl Munch. Anyway, with that said, any guesses? Anyone know which one it would be? It's a new one, dude. God bless, Sega, Kimmy. Good night, everyone. Diamond Souls, blessed up, dude. Be safe, be beautiful, be kind, and hit that playlist. Get us up some hours. And with that said, good night.